penis shaming has become part of our culture. And this is a comment from Nietzsche 5150 on the video, What's the Best Penis Size? And he points out that in mainstream culture, whether it's music, TV, movies, comedy, or mainstream conversation, that to put down a man, you shame his penis. You say, I don't like the song, Don't Want No Short Dick Man, which was very popular. Or women saying, um, that they do not want a small dick, or saying this guy has small dick energy, or saying this guy just bought this big car because he's compensating for a small dick. At the same time, there are no songs about women's loose, inelastic, cavernous vaginas as a way to put these women down. We don't do that equivalent to women that we do to men. Also, he's saying that in a lot of American women who have not been educated outside the US, by the way, circumcision is very rare. I mean, when I was an escort, I had sex with so many men, and I will tell you that circumcision is something that's just done among the Jews and the Americans. Most of the world, like European men are not circumcised, Hispanic men are not circumcised, Asian men are not circumcised, with rare exception. And that some American women make men feel really bad for being uncircumcised and having their foreskin. But he says that, well, what would happen if men disqualified women based on the size of their clitoral glands, or on how their clitoral hood retracted and how big their clitoral hood was over their clitoris? We would say that these men were very superficial. What about women who have long and thick labia minora that hang down? By the way, that is a very beautiful, I have those too. Yes, and that's, a lot of women are born, it's how you're born. It's not a wearing out, it's how you're born, okay? But I think men love all that stuff, but he's making the point that women do shame men for how their penis looks and so on. That's a reality that men are faced with today. It's not always easy to be Superman in terms of sexual confidence, and that women also have to take accountability if the sex is not good. Women rarely own the fact that the reason the sex is bad is because their vagina is large or has poor elasticity, or they have not taken the time and put in the effort to learn how to increase their vagina game. To adapt and borrow one of your lines, he goes, I get it that you may think I'm wrong or that I have an attitude. You may even write my comments off as just being the product of a man with a very small penis, which would not be the truth because I am considerably above average in both L and G. Length and girth, yeah, I believe him. Yeah, so, when women are put down, we're called sluts, easy, but when men are put down, they're called pussies, sissies, and they're attacked for their penises, like small dick, you got a small dick, and that's true. So, that's the video. You can Google the video. I'm not going to put in the description. What's the best penis size? And I think he makes very good points. By the way, I do like small penises. I just don't like them when they're soggy or not hard. But in actuality, even a finger, and my finger's not very, as long as it's hard, it feels good. And I've had so many women tell me that the best sex they ever had was with a guy with a short penis because it hit her G-spot. Women who like that. So do not let yourself be put off by that. But yeah, I think that when women want to attack men, they go at the vulnerable spot, which is his phallus. And when men want to put down women, they go at her vulnerable spot, which is her sexual veracity and her age. Like women, you've hit the wall, you're an old prude, you have a dried out. I just had a comment tonight while I was looking for this comment because I was going to make a video on it, and I hadn't taken a screenshot, so I had to look for it. And someone was telling me that I had a 6-inch wide vagina. That means my vagina is, I wouldn't even have room for it in my body. That's what he said. Now, I don't know this guy. He obviously hasn't seen my vagina, but you know, people call me an old hag, a dried out old prude, and that's what they say to women. You're just a dried out old prude, a dried out old vagina. I fucked a, I fucked a few guys this week, and I get super wet. But I'll tell you one little thing. I'm going to go on a side note here. What has helped me get, I was surprised how wet I got, wetter than usual, because this pelvic floor therapist, you can Google the video I made with her. I interviewed her recently. She told me to start using some estrogen cream. So I contacted my doctor at Kaiser and I got some estrogen cream. So I've been using that on my vulva area for the past month, and it's like made me a little bit more horny, I want to say. And that doesn't mean I hook up, okay? But I have these guys that are like my sugar daddies that I see, and I was surprised how turned on I was. And the one even goes, and he was a young guy in his 20s, and he's like, "Oh my God," he goes, "your pussy's so good." Like, I should make a separate video on this for the estrogen, but he goes, I'm wearing a condom, but I can't even tell. Like, I can feel everything. Your pussy's so good. And I like it when young guys tell me that, or when young guys go, like, your pussy's so tight. And that's the thing, you know, when women, like that song, I don't want no big dick, you know, those women, they're just trying to put you down. You got to listen to what people tell you in real life. You know, like this guy's telling me I'm a dried up old vagina prude, but the men in real life are like, your pussy feels so good, you're so wet, you're so tight. In the same way as the guy, women telling you have a small dick, I can't tell you how many men tell me think their dick is small when I think it's absolutely beautiful. You know, because some woman was trying to put you down and tell you that your dick is small. I will tell you it's better if you're hard. I will be honest and tell you it's better if you're hard, but if you're hard, your size is irrelevant. Your size is not, unless you're like a micro penis, it's really not, you know, whether you're 4 inches or 6 inches. You know, if you're 4 inches, you can like really ram the woman and go after it. But I just think it's really unfortunate when people use these, try to shame people's, by attacking their sexuality, you know. Um, but what his comment was saying is that it's done more to men than to women, like in popular culture. But I think what's done to women is they don't just say, oh, you're just a dried up old hag vagina, loose vagina. They call you a slut. That's what they do. They put down your whole person. Whereas with men, they put down your phallus, you know. Oh, it's circumcised, you know, it's too small, you have small dick energy. Or if they want to put you down as a man, they'll tell you that you're a sissy, you're too girly, you're just a pussy. But then they use female terms to put you down, and that's again degrading women, because you're saying that when a man is like a woman, he's less than, because women are less than. In the eyes of men, women are less than. And so these women who feel less than, then they get angry and then they try to put men down by taking the one thing that men are most sensitive about, which is their phallus. So, you know, in the end, I think, uh, you know, people try to hurt each other in all kinds of different ways. But I think the real way to know how you really are is to um, pay attention to how people treat you in your real life. And by the way, is there an equivalent to like the woman who had the song "I Don't Want No Small Dick Man"? Is there a guy saying like that's just a worn out old pussy? Because any woman talking like that is like very crude and unappreciative and disrespectful of men. I think she's white trash or black trash, whatever. I think it reflects badly on her to even talk like that. Like, I would never say that to a man. Um, I don't want no small dick man. That's even bad grammar anyway. I don't even want to talk like that. But I digress. I'm just rambling a lot on this video. But um, what do you guys think that his point, let's not forget what his point was, is that women in society, media, songs, music, general conversations, often will shame men by attacking his phallus, and that the vagina is not attacked in the same way. That people don't go around making songs about your loose vagina, your cavernous vagina, your inelastic vagina. Like, is a man making a song going, your worn out big vagina, your inelastic vagina, your dried out old hag vagina? They just leave the comments on my channel, you old dried out old hag. But they don't make songs about it. So what do you guys think? And look forward to reading your comments.